morning. My name is Meg Osborn, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about an organization called Education from the Inside Out. Research has shown that higher education is one of the most important factors in turning people's lives around after incarceration and preventing future crime. Every year, over 600,000 people are released from prison. Within 3 years, 2/3 of those people will be arrested again. But this changes once education enters the picture. One study found that people with associate's degrees had a recidivism rate of only 13.7%. For those with a bachelor's degree, it dropped to just 5%. In addition, it's a lot cheaper to educate someone than to put them back in prison. In the state of New York, it costs $60,000 to incarcerate someone for 1 year, but only $5,000 to provide a year of college education for that person while in prison, an education that will reduce the odds of them coming back after they're released. A recent study by the Rand Corporation estimated that for every dollar spent on in-prison education, between $4 and $5 are saved in reincarceration costs. However, most people in prison don't have access to higher education. In 1994, the federal government banned the distribution of Pell Grants for incarcerated people. Soon afterward, most states followed suit with their own tuition bans. Before these bans, there were about 350 degree-granting programs in the US prisons. By 2005, that number had dropped to just 12. Even after being released, it can still be incredibly difficult to pursue a college degree. 2/3 of college applications use the box, a question asking applicants about their criminal histories. And let me be clear, there is no evidence that formerly incarcerated people pose an increased safety risk on college campuses. But not only are students who check the box more likely to be rejected outright, many don't even complete the application process. This can be either due to feelings of stigma or because they have to supply extensive additional paperwork that can be difficult or impossible to obtain. For these people, their college experience is over before it even begins. This is where Education from the Inside Out comes in. EIO is a coalition of organizations and individuals in the New York City area and beyond. We work to break down legislative barriers to higher education for currently and formerly incarcerated people. During my time at EIO, my colleagues and I have traveled to Albany and to Washington, D.C. to advocate for legislation that will reinstate funding eligibility for incarcerated people and eliminate the box in the college admissions process. We recently hosted an event that provided a space for formerly incarcerated people to meet and discuss reentry issues with representatives from the federal government. And we have organized public demonstrations in support of policy reform. Throughout the process, I've written entries for EIO's blog to inform our members and supporters about new developments in the fields of higher education and criminal justice. The facts are in. The research is clear. We must increase access to higher education in order to break the cycle of reincarceration and help people to live productive and successful lives after prison. It's an investment that will help not just individual people, but their families, our communities, our economy, and our country overall. Education is a human right. Let's start treating it like one. Thank you.